A pilot and a jump master are about to take 3 jumpers up for their first free fall parachute jump, basically a clear and pull, and they consist of a brunette, a redhead, and a blonde. The redhead is the most inspirational of the of the group because she just said there was something. She said, "Oh man, I wanted to do this all my life." Ever since I watched Ripcord as a kid, or since my grandparents watched Ripcord as a kid, I've always wanted to do this. I always wanted to get out there and just fly free as a bird. Like that song "Free Bird." And she always talked by using her hands. And the other 2 jumpers, the brunette and the blonde, wish that her enthusiasm was a little bit more contagious, but there was an inspiring effect. Anyway, as our 3 heroines, or LSDs, were about to board the jump plane, the jump master came to him and said, "Okay, as the 3 of you, all 3 of you are going up for your first free fall, which basically will be a clear and pull. And as you recall, we all talk or count in 3 syllables per second, and it's going to be a 3-second delay. So when you exit, you'll be counting thusly: arch 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Look, reach, pull." And he also, of course, briefed him on the emergency procedures and stuff. And after which they boarded onto the plane, and the pilot got behind the throttle and stuff and went out the runway. They soared to an altitude of 3,200 feet. Finally, a dream come true. The dream that I can fly. And the jump master was about to brief her, and she said, "Oh, don't bother me with all that. You're starting to sound like my mother. I just want to go out there and do it." And anyway, the jump master then opened the door and had her slide up and sit in the open door, as she looked down the 3,200-foot precipice that she was about to precipitate herself through. And she was starting to get second thoughts, and the jump master said, "Boy, you've wanted to do this all your life, haven't you?" And she said, "Could you brief me on those emergency procedures again?" The jump master said, "I don't want to sound like your mother." "Oh, that's okay. I was about to call on her anyway." And he reluctantly briefed on the emergency procedures, and then he had her go out in the step. And he said, "Out in the step!" Which meant she grabbed onto the strut and pulled herself out and balanced herself on the wheel, grabbed onto the airplane strut, and she was like hanging on out there. And she looked over at the instructor, and he hit her on the leg and said, "Go!" "I already did." "No, I mean jump." "Okay. How about that?" "No, I mean get off the step." "Okay." And of course she was still hanging on to the strut, and the jump master looked at her and said, "What's the matter?" And she's like, "I can't let go." "Well, can you describe the problem to me?" "Well, you see, it's kind of 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Oh, that was nuts. That was totally wicked. And anyway, she landed safely, of course. The next one up was the brunette, and all this time she was watching the redhead, and having fun at how scared she was, and then realizing she was next. And the jump master had her open the door and had her sit on the open doorway, and she looked at it over and said, "Hey baby, what say we blow this jump and you come over and see me sometime?" Jump master looked at her and said, "Didn't they name a malfunction after you?" Anyway, the blonde basically took the hint that there was no way she was getting out of doing this in any kind of a halfway dignified manner. So when the jump master said, "Get out in the step," and told the pilot to throttle back and stuff, and she pulled herself out, and she was out in the step, and the jump master said, "Go! Arch 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. It was an uneventful jump. Anyway, the next one up was one of the yellow-haired persuasion, and she was like, "Mr. Jump Master, I have a couple of problems." "Okay, what's your other one?" "I don't know what to do." The jump master said, "Oh, don't worry, just pull the ripcord on the count of 3,000. She says, "Is that all?" "Okay." And of course the jump master whipped the door open, had her pull herself out, And she was out there on step, and the jump master said, "Go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. If any of you are worried about the blonde, it works out okay. Somebody sets her straight after she stopped to ask for directions on the way down. Unfortunately, she disappeared later that year in a hide-and-seek contest. Hey, look at the bright side, she won.